Paul Kazarian, you were here on the Institute and you were giving a lecture tonight telling us more or less that all the Greek numbers are cooked up. Why is that?
I mean, they don't have a culture of good accounting. And that is kind of the base root of many of the issues with Greece, is that it starts with good numbers. The government has to build trust and confidence. And the only way they get trust and confidence is with transparency and accountability. And that means good accounting.
The figures that you have presented were sort of puzzling to a German public, because on one hand you said that by the end of 2013 the numbers were actually in net value much better than we thought.
The numbers could be much better with reasonable management. And I think that's the expectation. However, without good numbers and good management, I mean, hiring ministers who have absolutely no background and capability in those areas is not a recipe for success. There needs to be a selection and hiring based on merit and track record for ministers who have accomplished areas of their expertise in the past.
When it comes now to the negotiations that are currently underway between the Europeans and the IMF and Greece, what would you counsel everybody, what would you say they should do?
The first step's obvious, is get accurate numbers. If you don't have accurate numbers, they're making garbage in, garbage out decisions, and you're really going to end up the same way 2 years from now or 3 years from now as you were 5 years from ago. You're making policy decisions based on numbers that are not internationally comparable and can't be audited.
So basically, should Europe stop funding Greece?
They should immediately, as step one, demand that they report net debt monthly, demand it, and that they bring in accountants and auditors to certify that number. So then the management process begins. They have a huge benefit. Their interest expense for cash is about 2%. Their net debt is really only 18% of GDP. The issue is management here. They have one of the lightest financial burdens in the EU. Their management talent and their management decisions is really where the issue is.
So when you say they have such a light financial burden, so where is the money?
That's always a good question, but it's not in debt and it's not in interest expense. I mean, you really have a ripe situation where no one said first step is good information, good numbers, and let's assess your management performance. That's what the issue number one is.
Okay, thank you very much.